No, dude, no. Why did he stick it on the ground? That's karma. That's karma for all the people I've killed. Howdy, boys! It's NPC, and today we're back for another Drip or Drown episode. And in this episode, we're going to be customizing the Dinka Kanjo SJ, which is based off the Honda Civic Coupe. It was a vehicle that was available at Simeon's dealership, and you guys voted and wanted to see that after the Vigoro ZX, which is of course the one that we just did. And before we can dive into the Kanjo SJ customization, we have to go over the vote totals from our last customization battle. And I think we had a pretty good turnout this time. There were 61 votes on the pinned comment, and 50 of those voted that the car was drip worthy, and only 11 said drown, which honestly is a little more than I was expecting. So you guys. No, I'm just kidding. So with our victorious the classy Vigoro ZX, we are going to drive to the garage where I have the Kanjo SJ stored, and then we will begin our customization. Here we are at the LS Customs with our Kanjo SJ, and we can go ahead and get started with the customization. So first up we have our armor and brakes. For our front bumpers, there are fewer options than I thought, but not bad. This looks like a grandma, man. It looks like it's got those like face wrinkles on the smile. I am a fan of the tuner bumper and the drift bumper. I think both of those look quite nice. I know I like the drift bumper because I have this one on my other Kanjo. So let's try the tuner one, see if we can get something cool with this. I like the lights here. It kind of reminds me of the Remus, how it's got like the bottom lights with the special bumper. Fits the JDM theme quite well. For our rear bumpers, I think it can make for a pretty cool front end since we have special lights. For our other bumper, the rear bumper, I'm not gonna go for the time attack one. That one's super ugly. The stock one is just like black on the bottom. Hopefully I can change that in the front too. Remove all that black plasticky stuff. I might have to revisit the bumpers later. I guess the tuner bumper doesn't hurt for now. The racer one isn't horrible either, but I think this one, I like that there's a little exhaust cut out. Depends what exhaust we have. We can come back to that later. For the engine, I like the look of the boxed air filter, so we're gonna go with that. For our engine cover, what color do we want? Skulls? I don't think any skulls. I like the red. The red's just really nice, but I do think we should probably spice it up a little bit. So we're gonna do the secondary engine cover. Engine tunes, we're gonna max it out. Strut brace, do we have the triangle one? Yes, the polished tri-strut brace looks so cool. We have that in carbon and painted as well. I think it looks nice in chrome. For our exhaust, we've got the dual exhaust, which does not look very good. We've got some tuner exhausts, some cans. Those go down. I think I like the big bore exhaust with the titanium tip. That looks super cool. For our fenders, we can make those carbon. What's that cutout? Oh, it takes off a piece right here. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like I can't pick yet. We'll come back to that. I think this is the point where we have to look at colors and delivery. See where we can go from there. What is that? Sketched speed? That's kind of sick. That's kind of fire. Okay, I think we got to go with the respray first. I do already have one that's in, I think it's a gasoline green with gold rims, and it's a beautiful color combo. I just want to try to avoid doing that 2 times in a row. So let's see what we can come up with here. Surf blue's kind of sick. I wonder if there's a nice pearlescent that would match with that. Purple, I could see this being in a purple. Red, I feel like red's not the Kanjo color. Pink! I could totally see a pink. Pink enjoyers are few with GTA, unfortunately. Yellow, dark green. That could be pretty sick as well. How about a matte color? What if we did like a matte green? And then let's see if we can do the pearlescent glitch. Boom, there's our access to pearlescence. That's kind of cool, the do yellow pearlescent. I'm not seeing anything that's like jaw-dropping quite yet, you know? The browns are kind of nice as well. It's just nice and clean. Maybe it's not green. Maybe green just is not the primary color we want to go with. What about a dark earth? I kind of like that. A dark earth. But is there a metallic version of that? I think this car does look pretty good in metallic. It's got to just be like straw brown, right? Pink pearlescent doesn't look like the greatest thing ever. The yellows aren't too bad, or I guess that's orange. Gold pearlescent, that's pretty nice. We could make this car look like it's golden, like it's just glowing. Maybe we just need to go through with the rest of the build first, and then we can come back and finish all that stuff off. Let's see, for our livery, I think sketch speed is pretty sick. I've never made one of these before, or I've never used this livery. I've used black shopping list, and that's pretty cool. I could see this with like a surf blue, but I think that's too easy. Let's go with sketch speed. Let's take on a challenge. Those tuner mirrors are pretty interesting. I don't know. They just stick out like way too far. It looks unnatural. It just looks unnatural. Like these look like normal car mirrors, right? I guess we could do secondary mirrors in case that's a black. For a plate, we're gonna go with the yellow. Maybe not yellow on black quite yet, but I'm just gonna leave it for now since we have a lot of black little lines and stuff. Secondary color, I guess I'll just throw into a... Oh, that changes the stitching on the inside too. I was gonna say a black, but maybe we should do some sort of brown as well. Just straw brown, match it. That's not gonna hurt us at all. And then for our trim color, what is this changing? It's not changing anything as far as I can tell. Okay, we'll leave that. Roll cage, I do think we're gonna skip out on. That's not very pretty. For the roof, we can throw on some roof fins. This definitely suits the style of the car. I think the roof fins look pretty cool. There's an added spoiler. Not really liking those. For the roof itself, we can do an antenna. I might get clowned on for that, like it was in the customization battle, but at least it's on an old car, right? It's not in a Lamborghini. Honestly, it's kind of fitting. There's literally a place for it. Okay, we're doing the antenna. I like it. It's a nice old looking car. For the side trim, we could leave it, but it cuts off the livery, and I think we want the livery. So we're gonna go with the primary side trim. Skirts, oh, there's more artwork down here. That's pretty neat. Oh my god. The more you extend it, the more you get to see. I think that last bottom line there is a little unnecessary. I just like this first one. The primary skirts look really nice. For the splitter in the front, okay, there we go. Now we can change it off of black. The tuner splitter is nice. It's a little chunky. That one's not too bad. I just think there's a lot going on with these lights as well. But this is like way too simplistic looking, right? Yeah, okay, so we got to do some sort of splitter. Let's do the tuner splitter. For a spoiler, we've got a little lip. I like the one that's a little like this, arc spoiler. I think that looks really nice on the car. It gives it a little bit of a rounder shape, and I think it looks really nice on this. There's also the lower version with the brake light right there, but I think the higher spoiler does look pretty cool. This car honestly could use a sunstrip. I think it looks nice with the extra color on the top, so we'll do that. The slam, I think we need the slam, right? Right, we need the slam. Yeah, we need the slam. Transmission, we're gonna max it out, turbo tuned, and then for our wheels, these are kind of sick. The Nebulas, if they didn't have that little chrome piece in the middle, I think it would look way nicer. But I know Hyper Freshes look really good on this. But do we want to go with Hyper Freshes? Probably no. Are the wheels too angled? Does this look dumb? I think it looks a little dumb. Like they're just super tucked in. What about Sport Endos? Harman's always rocking these and they look pretty fire. Honestly, I like the other Endos more. I really like the stock rim of this car. I don't know if that's a hot take. I'm a big fan of this like old style of car. This is what I grew up on. So I guess within the street rim, we can go back to those Endos. I think these look really nice, right? Just throw them in a black or something. Tires, we're gonna bulletproof those. Tire smoke. We can go ahead and make that black. And then lastly, for our windows, we can, oh God. I'm thinking just a light smoke since the windows are so massive. Okay, it's time to revisit some options here. For our front bumper, do we like this? No, to be honest. I think the drift bumper looks way better. And then for the rear, tuner bumper does look pretty nice with this exhaust. Okay, I think that looks good. I think we're gonna leave that. For the exhaust itself, the titanium tipped, it doesn't like super match. We could probably go smaller on that, but I think the bigger one definitely makes use of that arch more. So we leave that. Just do we want to go chrome instead? That might look a little bit better, a little cleaner. But I feel like the car needs more. It needs more color. Something about it. It needs more color. So we can either go for a livery change or we can go for a color change. Oh, this is kind of cool. I like this purple. Can we try this Junk 24 livery with a purple on the front? That's fire, no? That's super cool. Oh, that's super cool. They all, I guess aside from, maybe not that one. Shafter purple. I think shafter purple. I think it looks really neat like that. I think this gives the car a little more depth than what we had before, right? Because it was kind of just brown getting carried by the livery. It was a little one-dimensional in my opinion. So this I like, but we have to give it some sort of, oh man, that's a combination for sure. Bronze doesn't look too bad. God, dude, it looks so good from the front, but this junk is killing me. It just doesn't look good, right? The junk just doesn't look good. Oh, make a little pink. I'd be lying if I said I felt comfortable pulling out with that. I think I would lose. Purple looks nice with the sketch speed. This looks pretty cool with purple. The waves on the side, that looks really tuner-esque, and I'm kind of digging it. There's just too many colors, I think, going on with a lot of these liveries, so we tried. I'm glad we experimented with this, but like there's that blue, which doesn't look bad, but then there's that red, and it's just throwing up color. So what do we want? Sketch speed or this one? I like sketch speed, but I think this one looks cooler. I say white waves. I think there's some better synergies there. For mirrors, yeah, there's some unique looking mirrors for sure. It looks cool, no? No, the answer is no. Yellow and black we're gonna leave. I think secondary color, we're just gonna throw that in a black. Oh, that changes the brake caliper as well. What about red? What about red? Since we have the red on the top, that could be ugly. It's ugly. Garnet red is not the worst. What color do we want our brake calipers? I think is the question, because we can always change the mirrors, right? Like, should we just do a white brake calipers? I think it would be cool to have them in red so that it matches the top. Or we could do red rims. We could do red rims. No, that would be super ugly, right? Oh God, what's bright? I think this is bright. Torino red. And then we go and change the trim. Good. What does the trim color change? I'm still really confused on that. It's not changing anything. Okay, that's fine. Our mirrors, we're gonna go to carbon. Doesn't look bad, but probably just the primary, because where else do we have carbon? It looks cool though. I like the separation. I'm gonna go for it. I like the separation of color. And then for our wheels, let's see what other colors we got here. The white is cool. The red is a little interesting. It's a little flamboyant. It looks like bad makeup. Looks like a clown. So I think white is the way to go, right? I think this is pretty sick. It's got the red accenting underneath. How about tire smoke? Can we go red? Red tire smoke's not gonna look good. We're gonna put it back to white. Oh, it's just that little bit of red that I want to work with, and I don't think it's gonna look any better than it does right now. Like any more glaringly bright red is just not gonna help the car, because we've got the brake caliper, we've got the lights, and that's enough. It's just not the focus, you know? So last thing I want to check again is the wheels. Are we happy with these? I think I am pretty happy with the endos. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with these endos. And then I guess something else. The last thing, promise. Low key, this line looks kind of sick. The trim, I know it cuts straight into the livery, but it kind of gives the car a little more detail that I feel like it's lacking on the side, right? It feels a little naked on the side. So we could go with that stock trim there, or we could go with the carbon one just to match the mirrors. I like the stock one, to be honest. Yeah, I like the stock one because the carbon it gives it too much detail. Okay, this looks pretty cool. This looks pretty cool, right? Lights, we are gonna leave them yellow since it's an old car, but we can throw on some neon maybe. I feel like this is just such a ricer build that we can use neon. And then we could definitely do like, we could do a red. How about black light? Could do a red. How does that look? Bad. Yeah, okay. I think I like the neon. Just we'll leave it in white. That looks pretty cool. And then last thing is the pearlescent. Are we happy with this purple? I think yes. I think it's nice and bright and it makes the purple look really pretty, but on the off chance that there's a cooler color, this one's pretty cool. Hot pink. Oh, this is kind of cool as well. Oh, that's candy red. Because this is a nice and deep pink, and I think it looks good on top of the red. But the red just like, now it's starting to match that, which is cool. But what's the default one? It's just in purple. I think it looks better in purple, and then we have the red. I don't know, man. I don't know. Grace red pearlescent. That looks pretty cool too. It's growing on me, dude. It's growing on me, the red. But then the text doesn't stand out as much if the whole car's in red. But I think I like it more. Or like some sort of pink. But I think it's like a red. It's got to be a red. Candy red is nice and aggressive. We're going for it. It's candy red. This looks sick, right? I think this looks pretty sick. I don't know if I cooked too hard with the candy red pearlescent, because honestly, because if we turn the car around, then it just like look at the side. There's no pearlescent on the side, so that's why I'm hesitant and why I think we should probably just do bright purple, because then it looks more natural. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. I don't want to cook too hard. I think the red accent looks nice. I'm gonna stick by what I said. And with that, oh no, we're not done. We have the interior to do. Honestly, I think I just like the NOS. And then I like the stock doors. For the seats, don't want to cook too hard with this. Red, we can do the red seat belts. Beautiful carbon tuner seats, that's perfect. And then for our steering wheel, I like our steering wheel, we're gonna keep that one. Oh, and the fenders, I totally forgot about the fenders. Oh, we're just gonna leave because it looks the best like that. And then our exhaust looks good like this. Okay, build is done. Build is done. It took longer than expected, but I think I'm pretty happy with this. Oh yeah, that looks super cool, in my opinion anyway. Of course, it's your guys' call on whether or not you like the car. The way it looks, not the way it drives. I think it's crazy that I have to point that out, considering the series is called Drip or Drown. But anyway, Kanjo SJ, I think it's a really fun car to drive, even though it's front wheel drive. That's what makes it fun. Really fun for drifting. Not the fastest vehicle, but I think there's a lot of really good customization, and I think we did a good job on it today. So many different builds you can do with this. I am planning on making a Discord soon. It's in the works, and I think it would be fun to go over your guys' builds as well. I would love to see some Kanjo SJs in there. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. All that's left is for you guys to vote in the comment section below. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube comments and stuff, but my comment was not posted once again. So thank you to I Don't Have a Good Name for creating a comment. I pinned that one. You guys voted on there. So of course, you know, if this happens again, which probably will considering our track record with successful comments, please make a comment for me. I'll pin it. I'll shout you out in the next video. But yeah, make sure you guys vote. I don't want to see 900 people watching the video and having a tenth of you guys vote. It makes the video so much fun. You have a voice. It matters. You can make me lose if you hate the car. Anyways, drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below and let me know what kind of car you would like to see in the next Drip or Drown episode. Probably from next week's weekly update vehicles. There's not really anything too cool in this one that I want to customize. So yeah, do let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you like seeing the Drip or Drowns and you want to see more of those. Definitely have more of them rolling out. And that's about it. Take care, and I will catch you boys in the next one. Peace.